Hey AIC fans, I'm Glacia Kronk. I wanted to drop in a quick little mini vlog. I'm sitting here waiting to go on a game show this evening, and I'm thinking about all of the obligations that I have taken on in terms of branding and marketing and things like that. So I thought that maybe we could chat about it for a quick second. Firstly, I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about how to prioritize which forms of marketing you attach yourself to. Clearly, there's your standard, advertisement marketing type things, but in today's day and age, advertisement marketing only goes so far. Without a very large advertising budget, it's limited to what you can do and how many people you can reach. You can't really saturate the market with exposure, with awareness of your product unless you have a huge budget to throw at it. So we, indie, selfie, small, published authors have to think outside of the box, right? So social media clearly is the big no-brainer, right? I mean, that makes total sense. So, Twitter, Insta, Facebook, YouTube, pick your poison. Some people do all of them, some people do one or two, some people do none of them. I mean, that's the other thing. I mean, you can forgo that altogether. I personally don't really like Twitter. I'm trying really hard to get into Twitter. I'm also trying to get into Instagram, but again, it's not really my favorite. So I focus mainly on Facebook. I prefer to be effective on one platform, at least currently, rather than have myself spread out. Now, Authors in Chains is expanding into Twitter far more than I personally am, so I'm hoping that I can sort of use that as a springboard for my own personal education, figure out how that works. But outside of social media, right, you can have a website, but your website only works if you're sending people there. The amount of people who are going to stumble upon your website is fairly limited. So, social media works to shuttle people to that website, at which point they can view your product and choose whether or not to buy it. But outside of that, you're limited to, going to conventions on your own dollar, unless you are lucky enough to be, prolific and respected enough to be invited, and, put up by these places. A lot of times they'll invite you, but they're like, hey, you go pay for your own hotel room. It's all on your dime, pal. But other things like different swag and stuff like that. I have T-shirts. I'm a T-shirts and stickers kind of girl. Other people do posters and bookmarks. Bookmarks are great, very popular. I know people who collect them. They'll go to conventions and they'll pick up a bookmark from every single table that they go past, and get autographs and stuff like that. And it's a great way to collect those types of things. Fans like it. So really, I think what it's about in terms of, getting creative enough with your marketing in order to be effective is to establish what your brand is, which is kind of my battle cry, right? Establish what your brand is, which may or may not come from the type of writing that you do. And then figure out who your fans are. And then from there, you will probably be put on the path of what is most effective to engage your existing fan base and expand it into a larger one. And I think the moral of that story is be flexible and be open and be willing to experiment and try different things that you didn't think would work. For me, it's this game show that I'm going on tonight with a few other authors, and it's going to be broadcast to everybody's fan base, so we get to share. There there's 5 of us, and so, you know, we get to sort of band together, which is, again, is a huge battle cry of mine, you know, pick a pack and then support each other, share those fan bases. You know, and that I have found is very effective beyond social media and beyond swag, and beyond being incredibly engaging with fans, is to also be engaging a few select authors who you jive with, and you know, help each other up. You know, there's no sense in competing with people. Readers read lots of books, so there's no sense in stepping on other authors to get ahead, because not only will you piss people off in the industry, but you're probably not going to get that far ahead anyway. So partnerships, man, selective partnerships. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully that wasn't stupid, because sometimes I do stupid. All right, talk to you later, guys.